Hello, I'm Dave Curry. I'm the Dean of the Doctor of Ministry program at Gordon-Conwell Theological Seminary, and thank you for your interest in finding out more about our program. I describe the purpose of our program as to nurture passionate, reflective practitioners. And the way we do that is a process of informing, forming, and transforming. That we're informing spiritual passion by forming mentored learning communities, thereby transforming ministers and ministries for a lifetime. So we don't have a general DMin where you just sort of take a course here with this professor and students here and another one over there. We use a cohort model where you're studying with the same students and faculty all 3 years of saying, this is an area that we want to go deeper in ministry. And so we have usually teams of faculty who share that passion, and then students from around the world. We have over 40 countries represented in our program. We actually teach in other languages than English, in Spanish and Korean and Chinese. People from all different kinds of denominations, women as well as men, opportunity to have that rich interaction as people share about their own learning and their own ministry experiences. We do that, again, in a process of 3-year cycle of residencies where you're in 1 2-week residency once a year. So as I joke, when people say, do you have a distance DMin? I say it's distant for 50 weeks out of the year. But they say, what about those 2 weeks? Could I maybe do that online? And I'd say, you don't want to do those online. Because one of the core problems that all the studies of people in ministry indicate is that out of all the other things that make the headlines, the thing that probably most affects people in ministry is isolation. And I say, why would I use a pedagogy that enhances a pathology? And that's one of the great benefits I've seen in now almost 2 decades of leading this program, of the kind of lifelong friendships that people who didn't know each other before they came often don't even live in the same country. As they learn together, as they go through this process of listening to presentations or going to site visits or hearing lectures or writing papers, they develop this deep bond that often overflows in leading a retreat for one another or filling each other's pulpits, of having somebody that they can do with their questions and problems. And that flows out of the fact that when we gather for residencies, we're worshiping together, we're praying together, we're having fun together, we're going out to dinner or to a concert or to a play. It's an opportunity, again, to really be released from the burdens of ministry and be replenished and rejuvenated. We have an opportunity for everybody to explore a different passion that meets at different times of the year. At the end of that, you'll write a thesis project, which is about a 100 to 200 page paper, that you'll do that under the supervision of your faculty mentor. During each of those residencies, you'll have a one-on-one meeting with that mentor who will help guide your academic journey and take you to the end when you've done that thesis project. And it's been exciting for me to see the way those thesis projects have been involved in saving ministries and in launching new ministries and being published as books, curriculums, films, all manner of kinds of things that are beneficial to the kingdom. My prayer for my students is echoing Paul's prayer in the first chapter of Philippians, where he said, and this is my prayer, that your love would abound more and more in knowledge and depth of insight, so that you may be able to approve what is best and be pure and blameless on the day of Christ, filled with the fruit of righteousness that comes through Jesus Christ to the glory and praise of God. That your love, your heart, your passion would abound more and more in knowledge, your head, depth of insight, being more reflective, so that you might have the fruit of righteousness, your hands, being a better practitioner. If that's your prayer, God may be answering it through pursuing Doctor of Ministry studies at Gordon-Conwell. If that's the case, contact our admissions department now. I look forward to welcome you to the 1,000+ community of passionate, reflective practitioners who are graduates of Gordon-Conwell's Doctor of Ministry program.